Dun, dun, dun. All right, Walk-On division. Let's start it up. We'll start off Rampage. Preseason favorite, guys, was Willie, North Texas versus Rampage. But that was before. That was before people had played 1 to 2 games. I like the way that UNLV started out, though. 2 conference games, 2 wins. Now he gets to play some non-conference games against New Mexico and Utah State. Gets a little bye. So far, though, looking pretty good. Pretty good. Then he goes on to the Walk-On Gauntlet, which I have faith in him. Home. So three home games out of the 5. And then ends the season at home versus rival, playing for the Cannon. But Rampage probably won't. I don't think he'll disappoint me. The Baylor game was close, but playing Oklahoma State slapped them. Then we'll go look at Willis. Remember, I was pissed, Willis. I only forget that now. Starts out against UTEP. Handles business. Plays a ranked team in Houston. At home even. Playing for the Bayou Bucket. Ranked Houston 15. Gets an L, 31-17. And I know Houston is not that good of a team in this game. They're only like a 75 or 76 overall. So that's not crazy, right? It's not crazy. His Rice is only a 65, but so that leads me to believe if he's not beating Houston, who's a 76, what is he going to do against conference games like Baylor and Oklahoma State when a guy like Rampage took care of business? Now, pretty big gap between UNLV and Rice overall wise, but if you are elite, good player, you play this game a lot, you're in multiple leagues, I think you can get it done. Don't let one loss hurt you, especially when it's a non-conference loss. So fuck it. At this stage, who cares, right? Focus on the MAC games, and then you go in your gauntlet. You got 1, 2, 3 home games out of the 5. So not bad there. Can't complain there. But some tougher CPUs in the conference. Move on. Alfie boy. New monitor and all. Start season out against Arkansas State. Slapped them. I shouldn't say slapped them, but 28-14. It's a solid win. And goes and plays, or has Northern Illinois coming to town. Now this is where you slapped them. And you actually, 39-14 is a very good win. But now, just like a lot rest of the guys, you're starting the conference games. It might get a little bit harder when you play teams like Baylor and Oklahoma State. So can you do what Rampage just did? Maybe. Maybe not. Oklahoma State's a rival game there. Turnpike Classic. Well-known rival in college football. Your disadvantage, though, Elf, is that you got 3 out of the 5 games on the road for users. But excited to see what happens. And you end up playing your buddy at the end of the season. And you guys are actually rivals. So that's kind of cool. I like that. That's awesome. Mike, your wife's going to kill me because we got you in the league and your kid in the league. Hopefully your kid, plays his games. I don't know what's going on fully there. If he isn't going to play him, just let me know. No harm, no foul. Some people get busy and realize it's more important, but I want to make sure you guys are happy, having fun. Mike, I'm impressed, man, so far. I'm impressed. Because I know you're not the biggest football game guy. And, you know, at the end of the day, some of these football games, you got to play a lot to get, you know, you got to play a lot to get good at all the play calls, the right reads. You really got to be. It is similar to real life football, besides the point that some guys know what beats routes. I mean, it is like real life in that sense. Obviously, there's some cheese plays, but at the same time, a lot of teams know how to stop the cheese plays. So, but having me making this whole walk-on division, I think for guys that just want to get on, have fun, play a couple games here and there, I think this is perfect scene for guys that don't want to fucking dedicate their life to this game like some people do in this league. But hey, Mike, great start so far, dude. Awesome start. Sam Houston's a rival, and I believe we already went over that in the main league video. You probably could have beat them by more, but you're trolling at the end. But shit, that happens. And now, Mike, your schedule glitch, it does suck. It sucks that happened. But the good thing, guys, I was watching this video, and Mike, he still plays all of the users. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He plays all of you guys still. So that's what kind of saved us. If that didn't happen, I would have forced Mike to be a different team. But we're lucky that did happen. Mike, if you take care of business against the Michigan tour, you already want to know in it. And I think I just threw Bowling Green in there for fun. I think I tried to get Michigan State because I think that would have been funny. But they're like an 80 overall, so that would have been, you know, a little bit harder. It would have been like playing North Carolina State or North Carolina, which I probably should have did because the other guys play Oklahoma and Baylor. But either way, you still play all the users, so no one can say shit when everyone's playing each other still. But keep up the good work, man. And hopefully your wife doesn't kill me. I'm excited that you're in the league, Mike. I really am. You're one of my favorite people that I played with on PlayStation. I've known you probably, out of any, besides my real life friends, I've known you the longest. Retina, taking the Raging Cajuns. Interesting, kind of like Rice, but I know the difference with Rice is they got a good NIL going for them. I don't know what the NIL is like for the Raging Cajuns. I do know they have a blue pipeline, I'm pretty sure. So that is a big advantage itself. But starting out the season playing 2 state schools inside your state, rival games, you took care of business. And these are pretty solid wins. One is on the road too. One's at home. UL Monroe, you know, they're pissed. But hey, you're taking care of business. And I'm excited to see when you start the gauntlet and what you can do against teams like Baylor, Oklahoma State, or some of these real-life users. Looks like you got 1, 2, 3 of your games are on the road, home against Tulsa and Willie. We'll see. You're probably my second pick, Retina, to play Rampage in the conference championship, only because Willie was my original one, but Willie starting out against Baylor and Oklahoma State and falling. Not the best, but he did. Not the best start. No clue if Willie can overcome that. Willie, you like this? I gave you UMass and Boston College, and then I gave you a little Florida school, just for fun. Willie, the only way you can do this is if you fucking run the table and you sweep all of these guys. And then you win, obviously, against NC State and North Carolina. You legitimately, Willie, when you get to this point, after you finish your non-conference games, fuck these games. Whatever happens, happens. Hopefully you get some wins here, though. You're going to have to run the whole table from here. From week 7 to week 13, you're going to have to run the table. So, excited to see if that'll happen or not. But, let's go look at everyone's roster. That's why we're here. We're here for the roster breakdown. Go up to the top. I had to grab some real quick. Okay. Hopefully I don't skip anyone. I'm going to do this kind of... Where the hell is the first team? Wish I could just... There's a way to do like a quick sort. It'd be so much easier. We're starting with the Raging Cajuns. Quarterback. Freshman. Solid speed. Not much room to improve, but he can get up his speed. But not a his skill... He is going to be capped out soon, which it could happen after year 1. So, you're probably going to be someone that ends up getting a new quarterback, I'm assuming. Running back. Starting the freshman, it looks like, over the sophomore. Obviously, I'm assuming it's because of the speed, which I do not blame you there. I would do the same thing. And this guy is a trucker, but as far as this guy's not your number 3 or your number 2. Fullback, fuck it, who cares? Receivers. Holy fuck. Seeing some of these teams there is hilarious. I'm assuming you're playing these guys just to get them XP. This is your best receiver, though. Could this guy potentially be your X Factor guy? Is this receiver? Sheldon Sampson? We'll see. Tight ends are eh. O-line. Okay, your center and left guard are solid. O-line's pretty. It's kind of funny, guys, because I just did the champions review, so going from their team to your guys' team is night and day. Oh, shit. Okay. That will probably be your X Factor guy on the defense side of the ball. This team... Oh, never mind. Just give me your corner. So your X Factor is easily this corner. Brent Gordon. And then your one receiver on the offense side will be easily your X Factor. Contested specialist with decent speed. So that's what your teams look. I don't hate that at all. Don't hate it. You definitely got a lot to improve, though. All right, moving on to the next team. Northern Texas. All right. Willie. I love this. Freshman quarterback with that much speed. Are you kidding me? That's a great guy to build around. Hopefully his skill caps aren't fucked. And no, you can improve him. This is a decent 1.5. His power can go up like crazy. His accuracy can go up like crazy. And his speed's already disgusting. That's a great pick. Oh my god. This guy's a beast. Great halfback to have too. Solid receiver. So far, Willie, you definitely have a better team than Retina. Good starting left tackle. Good center. So your tackles are good and your center is good. But I can't believe, man. This halfback's a goddamn cheat code. White. That's definitely going to be your X factor on the offense side, is that running back. Then your X factor on the defense side will be Caden Jenkins. Very good speed for a team that comes in at a 74. It's kind of nice having. I would redshirt this guy too, Willie. By the way, just redshirt him so you can have him back for next year. And you can these guys might as well be your 2 and your 3 for CB. Just a little tip. Obviously, you don't have to do it, but this guy's got really good coverages too. So I do like your team, Willie. Excited to see if you can bounce back or not. Let's move on to the next team. The Rice Owls. Willis. Fuck Iowa. All right, Willis, what do we got here? You're starting QB, very good speed, but he's a senior, so you'll be losing him next year. But that's a fun quarterback to start out with. Your running back room, it's pretty damn young. I think you definitely made the right choice of starting this guy because you can still get his quickness up another 2 and his elusiveness up a bit. Same with this guy, though. So at least these guys can improve a little bit. Your halfback room is young. So this is a team that I would probably have your my player be your quarterback, just because you're gonna lose this guy after this year. So might as well have your my player. And by the way, my players for the new guys, they are boosted. So my player looking to start around like an 80 to an 82 is usually what I do. Receiver room, it's all right, pretty average. Tight ends are kind of pissed. Decent left tackle, decent left guard. Centers, eh. Right guard, okay. At least you have mid 70s. You're not rocking 60s, which is nice. D-line. Okay, I'm assuming, let's see how, depending on your linebackers, that'll determine if you're probably running a 3-4 or a 4-3. It's a decent D tackle, though. Okay. So this is going to be your X Factor player on the defense side of the ball. Guys, this is his X Factor. And he is very good. Sucks that he's a senior and he'll be gone after the year, but it is what it is. So, on the offensive side of the ball, though, X Factor. God. Probably your running back right here is probably your X Factor on the offense side of the ball. He is better than your quarterback and your receivers and your tight end. So those are your two X factors, though. Your linebacker, though, is disgusting. I hope you can put in work with this guy. Time will tell. All right, let's move on. Who would be next? Texas State and Mike. Mike! I remember you looking at this team, coming in with a fucking 87 overall starting quarterback. Like, that's gross, dude. Good speed. He's got good stats all around. And that's one of the better players in this entire conference, user-wise. And I believe your team's only like a 62, 69, 65, somewhere in there. I can't believe how good your quarterback is, though. Receivers, maybe Mike. Your receivers are disgusting for year one. A 90 and an 88, are you kidding me? Like, you got weapons on the offensive side. Like, who do I pick for your X factor on the offensive side of the ball? I feel like I got to pick your quarterback. Like, that's the most obvious pick, is to pick Brad Jackson. But having an 88 and 90 overall receiver, like, do you maybe redshirt one of these guys because you might not compete fully this first year, just so you have them coming back for one more year? Maybe. That's something that I would definitely think about. Tight end, what are we looking like? Pretty mid. O-line's a good starter for left tackle. So your right guard, you need Mike, I'll try to find someone else for your right guard. Do you have... Does this guy start? The 73? Moulton? Maybe put Moulton at the starting right guard, Mike, is what I would probably do. Anyway, let's go look at that defense. 79 solid, 78 solid, 77 solid for D-tackle. An 80 overall. Will is nice. 77 Mike. Okay, so your defense is not horrible. I actually really like this team a lot. This is a good sneaky choice, Mike. I absolutely love that you have a quarterback, though, that you're going to have for at least 2 more seasons. Nasty, dude. That's a good find. Let's move on. Who do we got left? We got Tulsa and UNLV, I believe. So here's Tulsa. Elf, sophomore quarterback. He's got room to grow. A lot of room to grow still, so that's a good choice right here, too. I actually really like this. Running back, solid. Very solid. That's a good run, decent halfback room for Tulsa. Solid all around. Not crazy. I'm not saying it's crazy, but it's solid. I'm basically comparing your guys' teams to the teams you're going to play in your conference. Like, I wouldn't compare you guys to a team that's in champions tier, because that doesn't make sense, right? Like, some of those guys are playing Bama and Georgia, all those top computer teams where people wouldn't have too much fun. So far, just looking at your team quickly, I actually really like it. Your will is very, very, very weak. So maybe put Alexander at will, depending on if you run that 4-3 or 3-4 or 4-2-5. But definitely playable having 2 decent D tackles and a solid junior end. Great number 1 CB, and you get him to come back for another year, hopefully. That's awesome. This is going to be your X Factor player on the defensive side of things, which I'm sure you already know. So I'll give it to your, for defense side, Elijah Green, definitely. Offensive side, I got to give it to your running back, your senior halfback, which is a pretty easy choice compared to some of your guys. But we're going to move on to UNLV. I'm trying to think if I got all 6 yet. Did Willie? Did Mike? Yeah, this is the last team right here. So let's take a look at the guy who I think is going to win your guys' conference. Senior quarterback, so he is losing them next season. It's decent so far. Decent speed, decent throw power, accuracies, whatever, right? Good throw on the run. His deep throw is not the best. I remember this guy from... So Teddy was this team. Teddy was this team last year in our league. He's a really good user. Always at the top. Holy fuck. J.N. Thomas. This guy's a cheat code. This will definitely be your X factor on the offensive side of things. Definitely. O-line so far is looking really good. UNLV looks like they have one of the best teams on paper in your guys' conference. And he was one of the last guys to pick, so like you guys passed on this team. There's a handful of teams like Fresno State, San Diego State that I'm surprised that you guys passed on. And some of you went a little bit worse, but that's the same thing in the silver and the bronze tier too. A lot of the guys in the bronze really pass on some good teams. But Rampage, I really like your team. Your X factor is easily your halfback. Defense side of things, let me see it again. It might be that D tackle. Yeah, it is. It's going to be that your D tackle is going to be your X factor on the defense side, and you get him to come back for 1 more year. So that's always huge. So that's what we're looking at for your guys' roster. Now let's go visit some stats. Max stats. Big Mac attack. Rookie. Passing. DJ Langway and Drew. These two are real life cheat codes, so I'm not surprised that they're leading. You guys are both playing against fun quarterbacks for being in the smaller tier. This guy was at North Texas last year in real life. That's Willie's team, and he fucking went off. Got a nice scholarship in real life and transferred over. DJ Langway started at Florida. I'm sure some of you know that if you follow college ball. Transferred to Baylor. So, 2 interesting quarterbacks that you guys are going to be playing. CJ Bailey's a good one, too. Who's Billy Edwards? Is this guy from Wisconsin, maybe? I'm trying to remember. But that's what we're looking like for stats-wise for you boys. DJ Langway is off to a very good start. Holy smokes. Running backs. Looks like Retina's running the ball very fucking well. 13, almost 14 yards a carry. Holy smokes. 247 a game. Watch out, boys. He runs the ball. Not surprised seeing a Baylor receiver here of DJ having almost 1,000 yards already. Defense, who's doing good on the defense side? Tackles, TFLs, Retina, pretty good right there. Sacks, Willie's got a guy leading in sacks. That's always cool to see. Guy on Retina's team's doing pretty good too, and Rampage. Picks, holy smokes. Good shit, Retina. Brent Gordon Jr. with 3 and Leslie with fucking 2. Okay. So you're forcing some turnovers here. Good stuff. All right, boys, we're going to end it there. I'm excited to cover you guys, go over some of your games. Right now, I really think it's who's going to beat UNLV, in my opinion. Redna's looking like a really strong case right now. Whaley's got a lot to come back, a lot to climb. We'll see if he can pull it off, though. But we're going to end it here, and I'll see you guys next time.